is Zach Coleman from the Personal Trainers Business Incubator. Today I want to talk about in-person training versus online coaching. Which one should you go down depending on what path you want to take? Personally, I am an online coach zealot. I started an online coaching business back in 2018. I scaled to 6 figures, absolutely lived my dream life. I had freedom, I had money, I had all the things I could ever want, and it was all through online coaching. So what we do now is we work with personal trainers and we help them start their online coaching business by giving them the exact same business model that allowed me to achieve the freedom that I've always wanted. And now we work with trainers to help them achieve that same freedom. So if you're interested to learn more about PTBI, you can definitely check the links down below. But when it comes to in-person training versus online coaching, which should you start first? Ultimately, you have to ask yourself, where do you see yourself long-term? If you want to go in person, but ultimately see yourself online down the road, well, then it doesn't make sense to start in person, because all you're going to do is shift your focus down the road and you're going to have to start all over eventually. But if you see yourself going online coaching from day one, and that's what you want to do, and that's the long-term goal, then you should go down online coaching path from day one and skip in person altogether. The reason why I say this is because building up an in-person training business is hard. Building up an online coaching business is also hard. They're both going to be hard, but they're not exactly applicable. Meaning that when you build up your in-person coaching business, you are going to have to then build up your online coaching business. It doesn't exactly carry over. And so then you're essentially building up 2 businesses, taking twice as long when you can just go straight into building up the business that you wanted to from day one. I want you to understand that building a business is going to take time, it's going to take energy, it's going to take resources, it's going to take attention, a lot of which people already lack. People don't already have the time, energy, attention, and skills to build up a business all on their own. That's why they get mentors. But if you're thinking about starting a business that's not fully aligned with where you want to be long term, all you're going to do is waste those time, energy, and resources and prolong the amount of time it takes you to eventually get to the point that you want to be. So if you're thinking about starting in person and then switching over to online, ask yourself deep down, ultimately, where do you want to end up long term? If it's online, then just go straight online. If you think that in-person training is going to give you skills and kind of give you the foundation to then transition online, think again. I've worked with so many trainers that build up an in-person business, and when they decide it's ready to go online, they still have no idea what to do or how it applies or how it transfers over, because it's not exactly one-on-one. It's a different ballgame. Go straight to online, hire a mentor to help you. You'll be able to achieve your results much, much faster than if you were to waste the time going in person. Now, this isn't to knock in person. If you decide that in person is ultimately the route you want to go, you want to build up an in-person coaching business, then absolutely do that. All I'm saying here is that understand where you want to go specifically, and instead of wasting time going down a different path, just go straight down the path that you want to go to from day one, and you're going to be in a much better position down the road.